You can't say it. You can't say that one to my son, okay?
Okay, bye-bye.
So there's been an issue going on where that girl who got slapped is being bullying that boy. The boy is an Italian boy. Bullies that boy so much that the father had to come outside to say to the girl, please don't bully my child again. Don't say that to my child again. While the father was present, trying to correct about the situation, she said, okay, bye-bye, thinking she's untouchable. Right in front of the father. Why the father? Can you imagine? She tried to bully the child again, and the father just went, pop. I'm not saying it's right. I am not saying it's right. But whatever you cannot do to your parents, don't do it to other people. There's a say, they say in Yoruba, they say, Ọmọ tó bá gbé kò nílé, ó máa gbà níta. So let me translate that for you. That means a child is not well raised at home. He or she will learn the lesson outside. So that you just learn, little girl, is that there's some lines you don't cross. The man is wrong for slapping you because you're underage, but that does not mean you should use that as a privilege to respect people who, like the way you practice your culture. Here in the UK, they give you the audacity to do so. Some people have the same culture as you, where you cannot dare do that to them. So what you've just got there is a little bit of a lesson. It's like, have a bit of a respect for people older than you, and you should stop bullying people's children because there are consequences for every action.
Say that one to my son, okay?
Okay, bye-bye.
If you go back and watch the full video and not focus on the uppercut, there is an adult standing right behind her before she gets out of pocket. Then there's then there's somebody else who seems like they're an adult, yeah, next to her. So you're trying to tell me, and they were in the frame, then they were in the video, then they stepped back. So you're trying to tell me there was two adults on the scene, and the person who was standing behind her knew all this chaos she was causing to this little kid, yeah, felt, okay, let's carry on, let's film it. They're not going to do shit. They're not going to say shit. We're going to caption it. He ain't on shit. And then when you test his when you finally test his patience and be disrespectful, he uppercuts her. And then the adult, which is ironic, steps the fuck back from the video. She's the only one saying, call the police, call the police. Everybody else in the video, once he does the uppercut, is shit scared. You guys were trying to go viral for all the wrong reasons and then say, fuck your feelings with this mentality. So the man said, fuck your feelings and uppercutted your chin. And that's all I'm going to say. That's all I'm going to say. Peace.
Guys, so I've just seen the video circulating on TikTok of the man who slapped his son's bully. So, my opinions on this as a mum, yeah? Like, it's wrong because he's a man, like he's a grown-ass man, and he smacked her. But could you imagine standing there, your son stood next to you, and you're so upset, and the bully's just stood in front of the face, laughing, not caring what you're saying. Like, obviously, if you know your child's getting bullied at school, as a parent, you feel it. Like, Havana's never been bullied, but there's been days where she's like, Mum, I don't want to go in today because I've argued with my best friend, and even I'm feeling sad for her. Like, I'm coming out of school and you can ask my friend, like, Annie, she'll tell you. I'm there like, I'm ringing the school like, is she all right? Can you go check her mood? Is she fine? That's over something and nothing. So could you imagine how he felt knowing that his son's getting bullied? He's probably going home crying and she's there mocking and laughing in front of the dad. Like, he's wrong because of how grown he is and because he's a male, but I don't care. Like, I'm sorry, I fully feel like she deserved that slap. Like, she deserved the slap because of how cocky she was. So, yeah, I just seen the video and I thought I'd give my intake on it because, you know, but I feel like she 100% deserved that slap. Just maybe, obviously not off him, he could have got someone else to do it, I don't know, but, you know. Just put yourself in that situation, yeah, for all the people saying he's wrong, this, that. Put yourself in that situation and your child's bully stood in front of you laughing, taking the piss. I feel like I'd do the fucking same. Sorry, like, I feel like I'd just do the same.
Now, to the man that smacked that little girl for bullying his child, well done. Listen, I'm a father of single father of two girls, and if a grown man hit my child, you gonna meet your maker. But at the same fucking time, he is sitting there trying to defend his child, telling you to stop bullying his child, and you then proceed to bully him in front of him. The ultimate disrespect, my hand would not allow me not to smack the shit out of her. Y'all, these fucking kids need to start learning that some of us parents don't give a fuck, especially in that manner. Teach your kids better. Teach your kids fucking better.
This video of this father uppercutting his son's bully, who was a girl by the way, is all over my For You page. And let me just say, if you don't raise your kids right, the world will. First off, everyone saying that he uppercutted him have never seen an uppercut before, because that was just like a smack / a backhand. I couldn't see because it got censored, but I knew for a fact it wasn't an uppercut. Before you start popping off, I recommend watching the video, and you will see his son is like 5 or 6, and the person bullying him, she's like 12, 11 maybe, but I think she looks like 12 or 13. I was in his son's position before, except the guy who was bullying me was a dude, and he was a lot older than me too, and he threatened to beat me up every single day until my brother took action and beat him up. And whole different story. But going back to the main topic, a lot of people are like, oh, 2 wrongs don't make a right, that man should have never put his hands on another person, especially a kid, blah blah blah. I'm not saying what he did was right, but do I agree with him or like understand his reasoning? 100%. You bully my kid, you're causing them mental, psychological problems for the rest of their life, and then you're gonna disrespect me in front of my kid. You may or may not got smacked. Would I smack the bully? Probably not. Would I have a conversation with their parents? And if their parents laughed in my face, then I'm fighting the parents. I don't care. Also, my dad has 10 siblings. I'm gonna pull up the whole clan and jump their family. Now in America, I'm gonna be for real, I might think twice, because America, you could smack or punch someone and it's like instant assault and that's a whole case. But this video looked like it was taken overseas, so it looked like it was an Arab country, and I grew up in Dubai. Let me tell you, the laws there are completely different. A little smack is not gonna be considered assault over there. Now if you see the video, he was talking to the girl respectfully and he said, I don't want you bullying my son anymore, and she just rolled her eyes and she says, okay Baba, and then she got face to face with her son, and you could tell she was about to say something or do something, and that's when the dad smacked the shit out of her. Let me tell y'all, overseas, people have got smacked for a lot less than doing that. That is straight up disrespect to your elders, and especially in Arab countries, like, that does not fly. It doesn't matter if they're related to you or not, you do not disrespect your elders. The kid probably went crying to his dad, and he probably held it in for a long time, and then told his dad, like, this kid is bullying me, and he was probably in shambles. As a father, how does it feel that you're trying to protect your child, and the bully does not care and tries to threaten your kid in front of you? Like, I'm not saying what he did was right by smacking her, but she gonna learn today. She probably gonna think twice before she tries bullying the kid now, or anyone for that matter. I don't know about y'all, but my mom taught me growing up, then again, I did not grow up in the best neighborhoods, but she told me if someone puts their hands on you, you put your hands right back. And then she's like, then you come to me and I'll figure it out from there. But my mom always told me to defend myself. Not only did this father lead by example, because there was a ton of other girls around her, and when she said, okay Baba, all the other girls started laughing and snickering because they saw it as a joke. When he smacked the shit out of her, let me tell you, all those girls were running away. They learned right there and then, if you want to have a smart mouth, you're gonna learn. When I lived in Dubai, I was getting severely bullied, so my mom went to the principal and told her, hey, my daughter's being bullied, do something about it. And the principal actually blamed it on me. So what did my mom do? She sent my brother out, and my brother beat the bully's ass. Granted, I had to change schools, but from there on out, I knew that my family had my back. I knew that if someone put their hands on me, my mom was gonna figure it out or my brother was gonna beat their ass. So I hope that little girl learned her lesson. Watch your mouth. And for anyone defending her, again, I know it's not right to put your hands on someone else, but once it's your kid sobbing to you every single day that they're getting severely bullied, and then that bully snickers in your face as your kid's crying, let's just see how you're gonna react. Would I smack her? No, fine, I won't hit a kid. But what her mom and dad learned that day, that they didn't raise their kid right? Probably.
So I've seen the video where the father slaps the bully in the face because she's bullying his son. Now, we can agree that the father was wrong for putting his hands on the child that isn't his. We can agree on that. But multiple things can be true at once. And the truth that we can't deny is that every action has a reaction. There are consequences to your actions. And you don't control the consequence that you get. The only thing you control is what you do. You control your actions, how you treat others. That's what you control. You don't control the consequences that are coming your way. She got her consequences. Nobody says that the consequence has to be right or is going to be a consequence that you agree with or that you think is fair. The rule is every action has a consequence. She was a bully. As a result of that, the consequences, she got hit in the face. Sometimes the consequence to your action is unfair because your action to someone else is also unfair. And if we're going to talk about the dad being wrong, we're addressing point B before we address point A. And in this scenario, point B would never have existed had she had not been a bully, which is point A. She was a bully. And if we take away that, then the point B reaction would never have happened. When people seem to think that, like, I don't know, like in a situation where somebody is being terrible to someone else, that there's this moral high ground that the rule of consequence needs to follow. The fact of the matter is, consequences sometimes can be brutal. Sometimes you get what's coming to you and it's not nice. Yeah? So don't be a bully. And I'm not saying that he's right, or if it happened to my daughter, I'd be okay with it. I'd put that man in the ground if it was my daughter. But I'm going to stand with my family, right or wrong. You understand?